I'm saying? People don't. I usually get down like 25, 28. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I feel like I've been through way more than older motherfuckers have. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. It's just some things in life that you can't grasp until something happens to you.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I was like, you're telling me that would be right.
Like, I've been in spaces of like where I've been like robbed before. Mm-hmm. Like people's robbed my house a few times. You know, and that's why I stay protected now. And it's like, and it's only been me and my mom growing up too. So it's like, and then
you have
like
to take care of her too.
For sure. Like I said, my dad, I don't fuck with him like that. So he wasn't always around either. So he lives in Dallas, but got millions of dollars, but don't want to buy me a car. You feel me? I gotta hustle for my own shit.
I feel
you feel what I'm saying? And then make sure my mom doing right. You feel me? And so then, but yeah, I mean, a lot of like my brothers. I can even tell my brother, dad passed away last year on cancer, and I mean it was hard. We went to San Francisco, where he's from, or his family from San Francisco. I learned I got some people, some family in Vallejo. And when I went there, the first day out there, we was in Cali, and we went to Rolling Loud for the first day of his funeral. Because he was really adventurous. He was a veterinarian surgeon. So he always loved to travel and do shit, and he had money. He was real smart, you know what I'm saying, spiritually in depth, and taught me a lot. And you know, he has said that he was like the coolest motherfucker. Like you would think this nigga tall guy, you know what I'm saying? You probably would want to fuck him. I'm gonna be honest. Tattoos all over, but he was smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But older, but still like, you know. But anyway, so when he passed away, Jordan, we decided, we were like, fuck it, man. While we out here, let's go skydiving. Wow. So when I went, and I lost my aunt a few years ago. Like I even got her shit, like I got her shit tatted on my fucking chest for real. And
that's really nice, by the way.
Appreciate
you did a really good job.
Yeah, thank you. And then it's more up here. It's hard, but point is that, you know, when I went skydiving, I would say that's the most powerful. Like that was the most empowering thing I've ever done in my life too. But yeah, that was like really invigorating for me, only because I just feel like when I was up there, like when I was first going down, it was so crazy because we was in the sky. So at first I didn't want to go skydiving. I'm not even gonna cap, bro, because them niggas was just. It was an empty field going into it. It was like you would see the windmills and shit in the. So it's like, damn, like I'm really in the hills right now. You know what I'm saying? In the sand dunes, it feels like, what am I about to do? What am I doing driving to this motherfucker? And eventually, I do, and we go skydive. We go up in the air, and we're putting on, getting prepared, and I'm asking everybody in the plane. I said, how long have y'all motherfuckers been doing this? Okay, Morgan, my sister, and Jordan, my brother. And Morgan strapped up with an old guy. I said, how long he been doing? He's like, damn, Bill, how long you think you been doing that? He said, this is probably my 10,000. He's probably done 10,000 jumps. I'm like, wow, 10,000, damn, that's what's up. So what about Jordan? Jordan guy got like 6,000. I said, that's not bad. I mean, 6,000 is still a lot. This nigga knows what he's doing. So what about got strapped up? How many you got? He said, well, shit, I think I got like maybe 1,000. I said, only 1,000? So you still new to the game, technically, compared to these motherfuckers. Right. So yeah, but you're gonna be fine. We're good. And I was the last to go too.
Oh my god. So
everybody jumped out the plane. We're getting there. I'm getting nervous. I'm like, well, I'm not that nervous, but I'm like, damn, like what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, jumping out of the plane at 30,000 feet. Like this ain't nothing. Like this is stupid. So you can't get down now. You know, it's just they're not gonna take you. You pay for it. You gonna go through that experience. Yeah. Man, when I say I'm on the way down, and I look down, and when we first jump, I don't see Jordan or Morgan. I'm like, oh my god, where are these motherfuckers, bro? And I barely can breathe. I'm going through so much, and I'm stressed out already at this point, man. And as we jump, we go down. I'm trying to learn how to breathe while we're going down, and I'm learning I have to breathe through my nose rather than my mouth because I have asthma. I was thinking I was gonna pass out in that motherfucker. Anyway. But on the way down, and I learned how to breathe, I feel like Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, damn, like I really just did this shit, and I'm on the way back down. I already made it up. You know what I'm saying? And when I was in the air, and they finally did, you can control where you want to go. And as soon as we popped it up, I seen Morgan and Jordan, and you know, I was like, damn.
I was really scared.
This is the closest I've ever been to my auntie since she passed away in like 2009. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
And Mr. Mitchell too. I was like, man, I feel y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt a lot of spirit while I was in the air, because I felt like I could really achieve and continue to move forward no matter what.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I could tell you stories of where I snorkeled in Great Barrier Reef in fucking Australia, or how I held a king or held a koala, or just bullshit and, you know, adventurous things that I feel like I've done in my life, or, you know what I'm saying, going hiking where it's motherfucking waves going for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can tell you those are damn times where I felt down even worse, you know what I'm saying? And even as recently, like, I've never felt as depressed as I was, because I was broke. I was literally, maybe damn 3-4 weeks ago, I was broke. Like, when I'm saying no car, I'm trying to hustle to get a car, there's no job because my unemployment stopped, okay? Now I got to learn how to make more money now that my shit done stopped. Now, sometimes that energy just come back around and fuck you up. So it's like, and I'm not trying to trap right now, because it's like, nah, I ain't trying to do it right now. But anyway, the point is that, look, I mean, I'm trying to do it right, you know? And it's like, sometimes you got to understand, you got to sit the fuck down and just see what's next for you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I thank God for sure that, you know, I made it out that crash totaled my whole car, and I got that one scratch left behind and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And when I got in that car accident, you know, a lady from Georgia State, she was a nun or something. And, you know, I'm Catholic. I told you I've been in Catholic school. The nun, I don't really go to them all the time either, but she just caught my eye. The nun that was on campus that day. She was giving out these necklaces, and I kind of liked the necklace, you know. So I said, let me go check her out. And she gave me this necklace, and she said, I'm praying for you, you know what I'm saying, continue. I said, yeah, I used to be Catholic. I went to Catholic school, all that. She was like, that's perfect. You want to do a prayer real quick? I prayed with her, and she gave me the necklace, and I would later put that necklace in my car. I hung it up, and then as soon as I got in the car accident, I was cleaning the car out the next day. I looked at the necklace. It was still sitting. The mirrors all fucked up. Mirrors hanging down, because, you know, the whole grass. The mirrors hanging down like from the damn car. Yeah. And I grabbed the necklace, and as soon as I grabbed it, it broke.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Wow.
It broke into my hands, and I see signs all the time. I can tell you hella stories. Yeah. But it broke into my hand, and the chain just dropped. But the for sure, stayed in my hand. Wow. And guess who? And I didn't notice this till a few months ago, to be honest. But the person who was on the symbol of the cross was Our Lady of Mercy, which was the same high school I went to. Wow. So it's like, you gotta really understand and realize that God got your back at a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that situation is gonna bring you down. You just gotta always move forward, like I was telling you earlier, because He's always gonna bring you, you know what I'm saying, encounters to where you just don't know what you're gonna do. You can feel like you're on your ass depressed, you fucked up. I'm going your way. And you just see my birthday, I just went to the safari on a convertible in a BMW that I wasn't supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? And it was the best time of my life. Well, one of them, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I just feel like I'm blessed, and I gotta continue to move forward, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. And you can't let nobody bring you down. Like I said, I don't fuck with my dad. I've been in arguments with my parents with all this shit because I don't got a car, and they blaming the accident. Not my mom, but you know what I'm saying? Just different shit, and I feel like I don't have support in some areas. But the thing is, you don't need nobody else's support but your own, and God, and the people that really love you and want to fuck with you. You don't need to beg for no help. You really don't. Because it's like, them motherfuckers don't look out for no, and I make music too. I have out 4 albums and shit, but nobody's going, you know what I'm saying? They only look out for themselves at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? No matter, some people, they're just greedy, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about you doing good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came over here, share my last, and some people won't even do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shorty told me, don't share my last dollar with a motherfucker that wouldn't give you their first. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, sometimes you just can't, you know what I'm saying, depend on people. Yeah. And that you have to take the initiative. You know? Wow. Yeah. So I've learned that you just gotta stay patient and trust. Yes. Faith. Keep faith. And then you can get anywhere.
That's interesting that you mentioned the, you know, like your experience with the skydiving because I had like a similar experience, but to me it wasn't as like a family member. I was thinking of like I can't believe I was so scared of this. Like in my mind I feel like that was impossible. Like you had to get to like to a point where you're like stronger. And, my mom was like,
sure.
oh, like she tried it and she was like, that was the best thing. I want you to do it. So on my birthday she gave me the chance to do that with my other best friend. And we went, and they got to a point where I was doing it, and I was because they can stop you sometimes. They stop you in the air, and you can stay for because you want to stay for a little bit here.
Yeah, just float in the air. So you've been skydiving.
Yeah,
before.
It was amazing. Like I was like, there's no freaking way that I am literally floating in the atmosphere right now, and
sure.
It's like. Before I will be so scared of everything, and like that's something that think about it. It's like you're born over. Like if something breaks, that's it. Like
it's over.
Fall, it's that's it. But it's like when we're stopped there, and I keep telling this is incredible. This is amazing. This is like how could I was speechless because I was like, there's no way that this is part of like life. Like there's things that you can experience like this. And I don't know. It was such a like empowering experience because like you realize how little everything else, everything seems like a little ant, and like the people say that it's like, like you hear, but it's like when you see it, you're like, wow, like really everything else is minor, like it's
all
just,
this shit's,
yeah.
And that's another thing. All these things that happen within one day blows over in the next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't even think about the bullshit that just happened. I mean, you might reminisce on it and be like, damn, like the other day I just got finessed out of $50 because the nigga didn't ask me. I told him to change my nose ring. This damn nose ring, and I said put these earrings in. He did it last time for $5 and put diamonds in instead because I had diamonds in. This time I said, man, put the gold in. It's my birthday. Went the same guy, he charged $5. This time, he wanted to charge up to $50, $20 for the nose ring when I already had one with me. He was like, no, you need another one. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just get some pure shit. Whatever. Charging $20 for it. I'm like, okay. Then he said $10 for putting it in, and then $10 for each of these ears. I'm like, nigga, it did not take. It took him literally 10 seconds to put this in, 10 seconds to put the other one in. Damn. You just saying you made $20 in damn 20 seconds, nigga?
Yeah, wow.
No, not off of me. You not finna, and then charge me 50, well 48, but that's 50, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He still got. Oh,
and
yeah.
I was complaining about it the next day. Motherfucker told me, why? Like you still reminiscing? All I'm hearing is you bitching and complaining. Like, you right, bro. Yeah. You can't. That shit was yesterday.
Yeah, it's a new day.
You can't do shit about what you gonna do about it. Like shoot up the place.
Yeah.
I guess not. I mean, it's not everybody's fault. It's
just his. Exactly. Yeah. And he might only do it to you because he saw the opportunity, but it's not. Yeah.
And he took advantage.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and you're doing that to your own people too. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked
exactly.
Up. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, man, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
But move forward and understand you can't do business with them no more. Yeah. So why are you still complaining?
You just move on from that completely.
But it's like sometimes, you realize that pain just don't go away over a day. You know what I'm saying? To really learn about something, you gotta really sit and be like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I did it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta really realize that, and some people gonna call it bitching. But then sometimes it's like,
it's affected in a way.
It's just how you affect it.
Yeah.
It's just how you are. And
because some things they just touch you deeply. Like
sure.
Because I know, like we were actually talking about like the fact that this week went so fast. We did so much, and it's like it was time we were like what do we do? And then I know that usually before I used to like if we didn't accomplish all this stuff, then the next day I was like, oh freaking heck, like I didn't do that, that yesterday, or like and now
right, I'm behind.
And then the same time I will kind of complain and stay kind of like waste a lot of time just trying to figure out like okay where I messed up. Sometimes like you have to reflect so you can improve, but sometimes you have to like reflect just to move on.
For sure.
In a sense.
Just
like,
to move on.
Yeah, because it's like sometimes things just happen. Like it just happened because they have to happen. Because in a way, 10 years from now, that experience which meant nothing to you in that moment, it might mean like a whole
It'll mean
life.
everything later. It will. Just like that $50.
Yeah.
Best believe I'll never pay a motherfucker And I'll ask every time, how much are you going to be charging me?
Yeah.
Every single time. And guess what? I'm going to tell my son that. I'm going to tell every motherfucker that I run into. You better ask them the price before you do anything.
So you're teaching also. The fact that you're now
you can
not
teach
only
others.
Exactly.
And sometimes you run into experiences just to show other motherfuckers. But another thing that people lack these days is that they don't like to share knowledge.
Yes, we were actually talking about that. Like, I know one of my really good friends. This is one thing that he does, and I so admire him so much. I freaking love him so much because that's the one thing that he always focuses on, is like spreading love. You know, every time he learns something, he's like, look, I don't care, like, you know, like, yeah, I don't care to teach you this, and like, you know, because it's not gonna make me less.
Exactly.
It's only gonna make us stronger. You know, because like at the same time we're the same. You know, we're a whole team. You know, like this whole species of humans. Like we're here to teach and learn, and that's also why I think, in my opinion, this is why we care so much and put so much importance to the Bible, because the Bible is really it's just something, it's really people teaching you other lessons. That's really about it. It's not really like that, but it's the fact that it's teaching you, it's giving you guidance, because we all feel lost. You know, most of the times the reason why we depressed is because we're confused and we're about to go to a different phase of our life and we don't know. And that's where, like, you know, when we find that type of guidance or that sign, it's like, wow, like, you know, you feel like you have hope again, because it's like, okay, now I know at least where, like, kind of like where I know
the
that
direction that I want to go towards in order to make myself better.
Exactly. Yeah, because I mean, after all, it's like we just want to be better. We all want to just be better, and that's why we build so much expectations, you know,
towards anything, you know.
Yeah.
And some people don't though.
Yeah, and that's also what I think that's the thing about there's other people that do that, but they teach us about that too. Because like, for example, I have like really high expectations about life, and then I know people that don't, and like me understanding their perspective, I know when other people don't have the same expectation as me, I know that I can put myself in their shoes and be like, okay, I know why they're doing that, so I'm not as judging, or, you know, I'm understanding of them, because they're still part, you know, they're still part of this experience that we're living all together, you know.
Sure.
That's good that you know.
Yeah.
How life works, because most people don't really understand that concept. And it's not for everybody, because, you know, everyone goes through like an immaturity stage, and it's like you have to be really mentally strong to know what to do next.
And that's why I said, you know, at the beginning, I've been through a lot than all these other motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? Lost a lot of people and had a lot of motherfuckers doubt me. You know?
Yeah. But I think that also, the fact that you know that for you, that makes you strong, because like, oh, like it shouldn't be like that, but since, I mean, that's kind of good. You have something to look forward to, in the sense of, okay, I want to make sure that they know. Like for your mom, like your mom is I bet she's like somebody, you're doing most of the stuff intentionally because you want to make sure that she sees who she worked all this. She worked
so hard
for you to
and put me in private school when my dad, like I said, wasn't doing all that shit. And I understand at the end of the day, she did her work. She did what she needed to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? In order to do what I got to do, and now I got to take care of her.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's something, like, I always look back, because I have a conflict between, like, you know, like family, like admiration wise, like, because it's like I don't necessarily admire or see anybody as a role model, but I just, like, you know, little pieces of everybody. But my mom, in a way, like, I have been between the debate of, like, if she's my role model or she's not, you know. And I realized that, like, the more I talk to Penn about, like, you know, my past and stuff, and it's like, the more I realize I think she is really my role model, because unconsciously I try to be like her. And that also opened a new door, because I know that everything that I do is because I want her to see that, you know, because of her I did this, because I know she was like just like me, literally the same people, we did the same things, and it was amazing. Like, it's amazing to see how, like, you know, like, patterns follow, but kind of, you know. And it's like, I know that I'm gonna be successful, because she can see that, because she couldn't do it, because she have to take care of me when she was younger, you know, still up at school, she still is able to do that, you know, through me. And now I can, not only she's able to see my journey, and, like, you know, and also she's gonna be able to receive that love later in that way, you know, because she's like, I'm gonna make sure that she's right. Like, that's like my goal. Yeah.
You got to, because if she's down, you're gonna be down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's something that. Sorry, I think this is so important because I think sometimes we're not even depressed. We're depressed because somebody else is depressed.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that happened to me a lot. And like I feel like it happened. I don't know. I'm trying to understand. I'm not sure if this is the case, but I'm trying to understand if it's similar. Because I know when my mom was sad, I was sad. Because that's, you know, like how can this person, this amazing human being that does so much, can feel like this way, you know?
So it's like to the point of, my mom also has a boyfriend. And he's a really good guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I really fuck with him. My mom's only had 2 boyfriends growing up. Mm-hmm. And her last boyfriend was when I was 6. So my mom grew up single, just with me and my damn dog, Jada. Jada's 15 years old. She's been having some complications lately. Mm-hmm. But she's a Siberian Husky, but she's strong. You know what I'm saying? Strong dog. She old, but she's strong. And she's still playful, you know what I'm saying? Like, still act like a puppy. Yeah. And sometimes my mom called me and said, you know, don't, his name Bobby. Mm-hmm. She said, don't call Bobby. Don't, if Bobby call you and ask where I'm at, just don't. I said, Mom, he's not gonna call me. He never calls me, right? He never has. But she always say the same line every month, okay? And so it's like, I understand that, you know, she gets emotional sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes, you know, she gets sad, and not just because of that nigga, but because of just some shit that happens in life, you know? Mm-hmm. Or that she knows when I was down that she couldn't have supported me as much as she wanted to. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when other motherfuckers are sad, you can't let it bring you down, even though they're so close to you. Yeah. Because sometimes
you have to be the one getting them out of there, not just, you know, being with them. Like, you have to, sometimes you can't just like get on something like the same level or under the level, but you have to get higher so you can hold them and bring them up there, you know? Because it's like, you know, we're just climbing, you know. I think that's why the term like climbing the thing is because it's like we go so spiritual, like, we go far into like not like the spiritual life, you know, because it's like we're going closer to the sky. And that also goes back to like your auntie, like since she's there, spiritually she's trying to make sure that you're becoming stronger, you know.
For sure. And I believe that, because that's why I say my shit says guided 2009. Wow. You know, and then it has an eye looking down at that portrait.
Yeah, because that's her.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, that's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your perspective of life has changed? Like just like recently, like just not, you know,
with everything that you've been through.
Has it changed me?
Like
no,
evolved.
Like anything like in your life has like, aside from the accident, anything else?
That's evolved me.
That's making you like that, like make you question your system. No, and that's something like you might think, oh, that was big. No, it's like something small. Something as like simple as like watch, like when you're driving and you see a car with their face smiling, and it's like, you know, like just like something like just like, wow, that's beautiful, you know. Anything like that happened recently? Sense
of like looking at the sky, at the clouds.
Yeah, like just something so
nature,
like nature, or not just
human
nature,
kind, just
something, just like makes you like, wow. And you start laughing like just by yourself, like you're like, wow, that's pretty, you know, like it's not like such
I got one.
It's like a sense of life is beautiful, like wow.
I saw the other day, I saw a woman. I was in the car in the Beamer, and I saw this Muslim woman with all like
cover,
all cover up, and she was in a wheelchair, an automatic wheelchair, going across the street. And the motherfucker that was riding right next to her was a little white chihuahua. And then she was covered up and shit too. I said,
even the dog went.
I said, damn. I said, that's her rider.
Yeah.
That little white chihuahua with the damn, he had the life vest on and shit. And her chain she was just walking while she was rolling, and it was so beautiful. I said, And she was so bright and colorful, and there was a car in front of me, and they waved, and she smiled.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, wow. Like, I wish I was up there. I wish I would have said, hey. But, and I was trying to say her attention, but she had headphones on.
Oh, wow. Even
And,
cooler. She was
yeah,
even
she was in her own zone. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
So, you know,
Yeah.
you know, I love companionship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow. You don't think it's crazy?
Hmm.
Don't you feel like that the reason why you feel so joyful, like it's because you kind of just saw your mom there too?
No.
In the sense of like...
I wouldn't say that.
No, not her mom, or like, but just like her being as happy and like just relaxed, you know, with life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
That means that you love your mom so much.
Unconditional.
That it's just like, man, that happiness is like what she. I see her with. Do you tell her that often? Do you tell your mom that you love her often?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I don't like randomly say it.
You don't understand?
But I'll do it right now. I mean, now that you say it, you know, I always do shit on
That's
site,
good.
so I don't
Yeah.
forget. Because it's like, you know, you never know. Life is short.
Yeah.
Man, you know?
I know.